Good morning, everybody. Just got back from my morning walk, and I've been thinking about a video here. I've got so much to say, and just having trouble organizing everything so that it's not just crazy talk, but how about some crazy talk? So it's important that I try to get across the notion that our senses just aren't seeing and hearing and touching the way that we perceive them. In other words, your sight is limited to this small spectrum. It's a wavelength that if it's too long, it can't go into your pupil. And if it's too short, well, you can't focus on it. And sound is a wavelength that does the same thing. Think of a dog whistle. You can't hear the dog whistle, although it's obviously making noise. The dog can hear it. But even touch, none of the atoms in your body touch anything. Isn't that a strange thing to think about? There's no physical connection in any of the atoms in your body because there's a cloud of electrons on the outside of each atom. And that cloud of electron is a probability of where the atom is. I mean, where the electron is. It's not a firm thing. And it's this force field, this strong force, as they call it in physics, that repel each other. And that physics, like when you hold two similar poles to a magnet and you try to push them together and you can feel that force. That's a very similar force to what is happening in the atoms. And there are other forces that are maintaining your physical structure, but they're not touching. Just like you can't touch anything, you can just feel that force. You can't hear anything. Your mind interprets the wave of the atmosphere and makes that something that you can recognize. It's not a sound, it's a wave in the atmosphere, just as light isn't anything other than a wave. And the importance to understanding that your brain is just making a guess at what is out there. I just can't emphasize it enough because once you understand that you're making a guess at reality, you can start using your imagination to fill in the gaps. And like Einstein always said, it's not that he's bright or brilliant or anything, which I'm sure he was, but he he said it's his imagination that sets him apart. And I got to believe that. And that's why science has been stuck here for the last 100 years after this quantum world has opened up. We've just been so reluctant to use our imagination and follow where that where that's leading us. So think about things differently. I'm going to try to piece together enough stuff that you can come to a realization of what's happening around us. And just like, a couple of videos ago, I was trying to warn people that it could be dangerous to use your thought in this way. You need to stay firmly attached to the reality that you've grown up with to function in this world. But it's okay if you can stay firm into that area and use your imagination to try to understand reality and not the physical world that we're accustomed to thinking about. Anyway, I've got a lot to think about, a lot of talk about, but just wanted to put that little part out there and let you think about that for a little bit. Okay, see you later.